Even all Marcus here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go video. And it's that time of week where we've got the latest releases for your Oculus Go. Some of them are available on Gear VR as well, but we have 8 titles this week. 3 cost money, 5 of them are absolutely free, but we'll check out all of them, see what they're like, and I'll give you my kind of opinion. I think from now on, with every title I give it a thumbs up if I think you should buy it, a thumbs down if I think you should avoid it, and a if I think you should maybe wait for a sale and maybe get it only if you're really interested in it. Just as a reminder, if you want to chat to me at any point, I am on Discord pretty much all the time, obviously unless I'm sleeping. So if you go to discord.remarcus.com, it'll take you straight to it, and then you can catch up with me whatever you want, have a little chat about the Oculus Go or anything else that takes your fancy. It's quite a nice little community we've got going on at the moment, so come join us. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Right, first off we have Reborn PR. Now this is a kind of a similar app to what we've had before. It's a paid one, costs £4, and it's kind of like a tour of Rome via a hot air balloon, and what's meant to be 2 hours of content and 30 different things to look at. So you've got some details here. Rome Reborn project director Bernard Frischer introduces a flight over ancient Rome, and you can basically click on play here, then you can listen to Bernard talk about his project and why he's so passionate about it. He's clearly very passionate about it, and it's worth a little listen. What you can do is click on the little map here and then choose different things. So you've got some good options here: death and burial. So if you click on these sort of things, you can hear the hot air balloon take off and take us somewhere, and then I believe we can click play.
We are located at the Austin,
and Bernard will give us another overview of where we are here.
Well preserved today, and
we can click stop, and we can choose somewhere else and get a good kind of look around and see the landscape full 360. Oh, feels like I almost bumped my head then in a hot air balloon. And one of the cool ones here is if we go to time warp, you can go to a map very similar to what we were just looking at and look at now, or then, and now. So you can kind of see how the landscape has changed, which is very cool. In the settings there's an interesting option I noticed called multiplayer, coming soon. So I'm not sure what sort of multiplayer there'll be involved in this. Sitting in a hot air balloon with more than one person. It's definitely a hot air balloon made for one person, but you know, why not? Stick some extra people in here, let's have a little chat about it. Maybe we can float around each other and have a look around Rome together. So is this worth £4? For me, middle of the road. Get it if it's on sale. £4 seems a bit steep for what it is. It's kind of educational, but then we're seeing a lot more of these titles coming out, and they are good. It is good quality. But if you're into Rome, check it out. Alright, next we have Deliverit, and I don't know whether this app will be available in the States or not. I'll have to check it out, and I'll put some details down below, but it's called Deliverit. There's a nice little sort of interactive kind of tour of where our goods come from. So from mobile phones to food to trainers, there you go. And sort of where they come from and how they get to our country. So it's specifically for Essex, which is in the UK, but it's a little interactive tour. And this one's free, so it doesn't cost anything. So why not give it a go, give it a download. It's actually quite interesting. What I would say is the tour, as it kind of progresses, gets you to kind of interact. A lot of the interaction is basic stuff like pull a lever or spin the globe, like it's asking to do here. Oh, there's the target we're looking for. Seems like a bit of a kid thing, but they're actually asking, so I think, really, kind of to get people interested in getting a job in logistics. So clearly aimed at adults, because they want to, you know, encourage you to get a job in logistics. But a lot of it is kind of childish type stuff. Although this is quite cool. You can use the controller to dip down into the water, or up over to the boat, or up in the air, and it's actually is quite fun. Fish. Let's go back up again. Or let's crash into the boat, shall we? Oh, I missed it. Oh, some orcas. And the entire time you've got a commentator going, telling us all about it, narrating the whole experience. And it's definitely got a style of its own, your typical sort of VR style. And there we go, we've got some interaction where she kind of talks to the entire process. I won't go through it all, it's free, check it out yourself. Is it worth getting? Well, it's free, yeah, it is interesting. If it's available in your country, thumbs up for me. It's quite well done. If maybe a little bit patronising in how sort of childish some of the interaction is, but still worth checking out, I'd say. Alright. Next one. The next one is the Insta360 Moments app. And for whatever reason, it keeps crashing each time I try and record it. So I basically use the inbuilt recording function of the Oculus Go to screen record, and that's what you see on the side. But for some reason it keeps crashing, so I can't record it. I can't even take a photo of it. I guess if I kind of linked it to my PC and I use Viajar, I could probably screen capture, but for what there is to show you, it's probably not worth it. All I would say is it's one app that I've really been looking forward to, so it's a shame that I can't show you. But there's a new 360 camera coming out called the Insta360 Pro 2. It's an 8K 3D stereoscopic camera, and it's a camera that I will be purchasing for a business that I'll be setting up, and it does superb quality. But one of the obviously downsides of using 8K on the Oculus Go is it doesn't work. But the Insta360 Pro 2 comes with something called Clear View, and that's a bit like what they do within the Henry app, where they give you a high resolution video, 360 video, but the app or the program, the way they encode it, only shows you kind of the 8K video in the part that you're looking at. So it's not rendering full 8K everywhere, but just where you're looking. So you get the full effect, but without the sort of processing power that's needed to display the whole thing. But I'll leave a link down below where you can download some of the footage. When you install the app, make sure that you reboot your Oculus Go after, so it's fresh, and in the file system of the Oculus Go, an Insta360 Moments folder will appear. So when you connect it to your PC, you obviously accept the connection by looking through your Oculus Go, and then you can transfer files across. Transfer the files that I'll leave in a link down below into the Insta360 Moments folder, and you can view the files there. Don't download the 8K 3D files because they're not supported yet, because it doesn't have a powerful enough processor for that. But if you've got a Gear VR and maybe a Samsung S8 or beyond that sort of thing, you can view those files on that. But even just the 2D 8K files are really good, really crisp. What I would say is there's clearly a bug in this at the moment where the footage kind of wobbles. I think the sort of field of view is not right, and it's a bit sort of off-putting sort of thing. So it's not perfect. I wouldn't use it for any length of time. I've only got a few clips on there, and I'm gonna wait until it's perfect because I don't want to spoil it. But you can still kind of get an appreciation for how detailed the footage is. So it's worth checking out. Just bear in mind that it'll probably make you sick until they fix it. But it's very exciting. Higher quality video on the Oculus Go. Can't ask for better than that. So thumbs up to get the app, but maybe wait a little while for an update because obviously there's something they need to fix. But I'm excited. Next up, we have a Colorado State University app. Now it's obviously an app that they've created in conjunction with some other companies to kind of highlight the university and kind of motivate people to get involved in VR and sort of 360 stuff and sort of pushing the boundaries of kind of virtual reality and everything like that. And it's quite interesting to kind of go through and kind of see some of the footage that they've recorded. They've obviously used some sort of camera like the Insta360 Pro, and it's kind of like a commentated video that they kind of run through. It's all 3D, decent quality. It's not amazing, but you can kind of look around. You've got narration as you go through. This is a bit unnerving, but you can see the drone if you look up, which is quite fun. I always like seeing how they make stuff, and it actually kind of motivates me to want to go to CSU, but obviously it's not in the UK, so I can't. It definitely motivates me to want to go join. It's quite an uplifting video. So is it worth a download? Absolutely, give it a watch. Even if you're not thinking about going to university, download it. It's kind of an interesting demo of VR as well. Alright, we'll turn this one down. This is Viajar Tube, and it's got a kind of cinema kind of setup and kind of trailers from YouTube. You can switch between them with your touchpad, but you've got no kind of control on any specific videos you watch or you want to choose or anything. It literally rotates through videos. I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. You don't get choice. You literally kind of get a random video, I guess, each time you go through. There's no controls to it. There's no fast forward, stop. It's called Viajar Tube, but I think the only part of VR is you're in like a really weird sort of cinema with these kind of really big fat seats. Recommended? Even for a free trial? No, I'm not sure who would watch this. So thumbs down, but you know, check it out. I guess it's free, but thumbs down for me. Next up we have Parking VR. So this game is £4 and you need a Bluetooth controller. I just hit myself in the face. Bluetooth controller, so either one like this, I've got a GameSir one or an Xbox One controller. You can use whichever one you want. And basically kind of parking. There are some racetracks, you do unlock a racetrack, but it's kind of a combination of kind of gaze control to do the menus and using the controller to sort of select. So you either kind of hold on stuff or you can just click on it to get it going sort of thing. So let's click start and we're doing a little bit of a race here. So this is just a track that I've unlocked and you get a full 360 car, reasonably responsive controls. It's a little bit sort of unrealistic, but for an Oculus Go car racing game, actually a bit of fun. There's no multiplayer, there's no other cars to race against, and I just crashed. Yeah, I mean, just for a little demo, £4. It's pretty cool. Let's exit back to the main menu. You don't need to see all of this racing, but if we go to start parking, this is how you unlock the new tracks. So let's do the most basic one, and you click on it, start. You can choose your car, there's a few cars to choose from, and basically what you got to do, right trigger to go forward, left trigger to park, just to brake, and to go backwards even, and oh god, I even messed that up, and A button to stop. And basically, as you can see in your middle of your screen there, you had 4 tyre pictures right there. That sort of shows how many wheels you got in, and then you can just click A on the tick to go again. So now you can see we've got a park over there. Let's see if we can get this in. And you lose points for hitting things, and I hit loads of things. All my tyres are in, brake, and I'm in. And then I think if we go to the next one, is it a reverse one? Oh, it's not a reverse one. But there are reverse ones where you've got to look backwards. And I'll be honest, I'm terrible at them. And I've just crashed into everything. Brake. You can see on the right hand side of the screen there I had 2 hits. If we go back to the main menu, and as you can see in the credits, there's a little message from the developers, which is a 2-man team trying to make it as developers. So by buying this game, supporting them, you'll be helping to fulfill that dream, and I would say it gets a thumbs up from me. There's a fair bit of content here. It's a nice little kind of interactive puzzle game. It's car racing, there's stuff to unlock, there's no multiplayer or anything like that. But overall, £4, I think you kind of get your money's worth sort of thing. A worthwhile game, £4, thumbs up. Next up, we have an app called Breaking Boundaries in Science. And this basically follows 3 famous women from history. So we've got Marie Curie, we've got Jane Goodall, and Grace Hopper. So you can kind of basically click on each of their profiles, jump into a world where they were, and kind of interact with kind of how life was, along with sort of commentary that obviously sounds like the person that we're looking at sort of thing. And so here we are in Marie Curie's lab, or I don't know, would you call it a lab? I guess it's a lab. And you can kind of click around and interact with things. And it'll tell you a little bit about them. You'll unlock some stuff. There you go. I haven't clicked on that one before. And then you get a little bit of commentary telling you a little bit about that. Picture, why the person did it, that sort of thing. So it's a free app and it's really well done. I think there's a little bit of collectability in there, and all 3 people have kind of a little interactive world to kind of look in, and it's kind of really cute and kind of well designed. So definitely a thumbs up for me. Free experience, why not? Download it, give it a go. Alright, last but not least, we have Seymour Virtual Cinema. This one costs £4.50. I think it's actually going to cost a £5. I think it's discounted by 50p at the moment. Came out sort of tail end of last week, sort of after I did the last video, and straight up, I wouldn't recommend it. Thumbs down. It's clearly broken in places. It doesn't work right. Some things don't play correctly. It kind of hangs and it just doesn't work. You can kind of see if you tap on the sort of the touchpad, you can flick through sort of back to the normal screen, back to kind of like a file browser, so you can browse your computer, your LAN, YouTube 3D, your favorites and last viewed, and you can sort of see. So if we go to YouTube, or go use the trigger to select, you can search for my videos. So this is one way of obviously viewing my stuff, but if it's 3D, you can also watch it in 3D as well, and it kind of works for that. But I found watching multiple videos, it starts crashing on me. So there's quite a few times it's either closed on me, it just starts loading forever, you just don't go anywhere. Well, that's not one of my videos. Marcus and Martinez. I'll have to watch that one later. Maybe add that to my favourites. There you go. So, not recommended. I would say probably wait for a few updates. The YouTube 3D is just, you can find them in the YouTube bit. It just kind of automatically 3D stuff. All I would say is it doesn't do 3D 360 sort of thing. So be aware of that. If you click any of that stuff, it can give you a bit of a headache. But there's some Insta360 Pro stuff here that I was looking at to see if it worked. Get some of the footage and that sort of thing. It doesn't play anything better than any other players. The only thing I'd say it's got going for it is the sort of cinema that you're in is kind of nice. There's no one in here. You can move seats, so you can move closer, so we can sit at the front or further back even, or the middle or at the front. So you're basically making it bigger or smaller. There's a few other places you can sit: a home theatre, cinema, boat show, and morgue. Why you'd want to sit in a morgue, I don't know, but you can sit in a boat or a morgue or a home cinema. That's a nice home cinema. What I would say in the cinema, it's got quite good lighting. So if you're playing a video, let's find a video to play. YouTube, Marcus, and let's play something like Star Chart. The last one a video I did. What you can see is kind of like the lighting in the cinema is quite good. So it does kind of reflect what's on screen. So let's kind of fast forward that a little bit and sort of see. So look, different kind of view, different kind of lighting setup. It does light the cinema quite well. I mean, when it works, it's not too bad. It's actually kind of nice quality, but as I say, it does pause, it does lag, it does crash. Maybe wait some updates. So keep an eye out for some updates. Maybe it's worth recommending once they do some updates, because clearly if they're charging £5 for it, compared to like Pegasus or something like that, it's got to be good, because Pegasus is good, and I do like that app. But as a cinema experience, I mean, if it works, you know. So, rating. I'll probably technically we should give it a thumbs down, but I'm going to give it an because I think they probably going to put a bit of time into it, improve it, and make it better, especially for £5. So there's your 8 apps for this week. Decent selection there, as I say, 3 that you pay for, 5 that you don't. So there's some good selections for you to check out. Nothing kind of groundbreaking. I think for me, the Insta360 app will be the one to kind of watch. If we can get ourselves 8K content, and as I say, I'm going to get myself one of those cameras, so I'll be producing 8K content. It'd be great to be able to share it with people. Let me know in the comments down below if you've downloaded any of those apps and what you think about them. I'd be interested to see. And give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, thumbs down if you didn't, that's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. If you didn't like it, that's okay, but just leave a comment down below to let me know why you didn't like it and try and do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.